Hello folks, welcome to Legacy IAS. In today's video, we will be discussing a current affair topic which is presented to you by your faculty Sushma KP. So what is the topic that we are discussing today? Guwahati High Court reimposes the ban on buffalo fighting and bulbul fighting. In this article, we will be discussing as to why is it in use, what is the relevance of it. The relevance of it to UPSC is in your paper 1 prelims. Then we will be speaking about your Mojuj, Mark Bihu, PETA India's role in it, and also we will be speaking about Prevention of Cruelty to Animals in 1960 Act. We will also be speaking about your Kambala, Jallikattu, and we will end it up with some prelims and mains question. Why is it in news? Your Assam government decided that it will bring back the buffalo fighting and bulbul fighting to mark its winter harvest festival. Why did it have to decide to bring back? Because when your Supreme Court banned jallikattu in 2014, the act applied to your 2015 banning of buffalo fight as well as your bulbul fights. What prompted the Assam government to bring it back a decade later, that is presently, is what we will be discussing. Magh Bihu, or otherwise called as Bogali Bihu, is a winter harvest festival celebrated in Assam. This usually happens between the months of your January to February, wherein it is showcased with lighting of lamps, offerings to Lord Vishnu. And also another important thing is this also marks inclusion of buffalo fight and bulbul fight. So Assam government decided that if we bring that back, it is associated with our culture. So we have to bring it back is what your Assam government decided. Now the way it thought to bring it back was through an executive order. Why I am telling this later you will come to know. Let's see some facts about your wild water buffalo or Asiatic buffalo, which is native to Indian subcontinent and Southeast Asia. Buffalo fighting or Mohjuj was introduced in Assam by your 30th Ahom king 200 years ago. So it is a pretty long period of time, and that is why they are telling that it is a part of our culture. This is usually celebrated in this particular place. When your Assam government decided to bring this back, first of all, it was banned, telling that it is cruelty towards animals. But when they decided to bring it back, they told we will conduct this particular buffalo fighting and your bulbul fighting in a restricted and specified time period. We will conduct it in only specific time periods. At the same point of time, we will make it less cruel. Also, we will see to that human-animal conflict in this inflicted on each other is reduced, and we will not use any intoxicants to the animals. Based on this is the reason why our Assam government decided that it will reintroduce it to mark its winter harvest festival. The scientific name is Bubolus arni. The IUCN status for your buffalo is threatened. If you see where exactly your wild buffalo is more of concentrated, these are all the national parks of your Assam. I would suggest take a note of these. These are important from your exam prelims perspective. It is largely, your wild buffalo is largely restricted to your Manas National Park, Kaziranga National Park, and Dibruce. Fine. Let's see some facts about your bulbul or songbird. One of the, now I told you Assam decided to reintroduce it. Your PETA, looking at some of the studies, and it did see that the bulbuls were captured, kept in starvation, and they were made to fight for a piece of food. Whereas the same kind of harsh cruelty was inflicted on the buffaloes, which is why your PETA India challenged the executive order of Assam in High Court. The scientific name of your bulbul is Piconotus kafer. It is native to Indian subcontinent and Southeast Asia. The IUCN Red List holds it in least concern status. What made the Assam government to pass an executive order to bring back something? It has something to do with, again, your jallikattu kambala. 2014 Supreme Court imposed a ban on jallikattu, kambala, etc. So what happened was there was an amendment made to the act itself by your Tamil Nadu and all. For example, your Prevention of Cruelty Tamil Nadu Amendment Act 2017, which got the presidential assent, wherein which prompted states like Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Maharashtra to bring back your jallikattu, kambala, and your bullock racing, wherein they claim that jallikattu dates back to almost few centuries, and it is associated as a cultural icon with the particular state, and this is one of the ways where the indigenous and this is one of the ways how the indigenous breed can be preserved, and it is also showcased in their school curriculum to highlight the importance of protecting the indigenous breed, while also, instead of completely banning this, more mindfully, and also no alcohol consumption, all these things for the animals or the people, or no one will inflict cruelty on each other. So in a mindful manner we will conduct this. Your Supreme Court upheld the amendment also, that is based on this your Assam government also decided to bring it back, but the difference is here Assam government decided to bring it back through an executive resolution, your standard operating procedure, whereas your states such as Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra all brought it through an amendment. In which case was your jallikattu banned? Animal Welfare Board of India versus Nagaraj. So the standard operating procedure which was brought about by Assam government, the Supreme Court held that this is violating both the Prevention of Cruelty of Animals Act as well as 2014 Supreme Court judgment. So when PETA filed a case against this to bring it to a halt, it was again the ban was reimposed by the Gauhati High Court. Your PETA India, now PETA is one of the people who are for ethical treatment. PETA means people for ethical treatment of animals, who worldwide fight for your protection of animals. Let's see Prevention to Cruelty of Animals Act 1960, wherein they try to prevent the infliction of unnecessary pain or suffering on animals. This act is what led to the creation of Animal Welfare Board in 1962. Let's look at some mains question. Examine the conflict between cultural traditions and animal welfare concerns in the context of buffalo and bulbul fights in Assam. This could be a possible question. How can the state government balance these competing interests? This is what we have been discussing. This is a 2019 mains question. What are the challenges to our cultural practices in the names of secularism? You can bring in jallikattu, kambala, even to the concept of what contributes to cultural practices. Supreme Court has held that the state governments let it decide. We will not become to decide who or what contributes to cultural practice, that the states will decide, and based on the growing, progressing society, they also have to be mindful about preventing the cruelty to animals. Animal Welfare Board of India is established under Environment Protection Act. Is it? No, this is Prevention of Cruelty. Prevention of Animal Cruelty Act 1960. So the first option is wrong. If you eliminate the first one, it leads to B and C. 2 and 3 only or 2 only. National Tiger Conservation Authority is a statutory body. Yes, it is correct. National Ganga River Basin Authority is chaired by the Prime Minister. Correct. So the answer is B, 2 and 3 only. We have reached to the end of the topic. If you do like our content, subscribe to our channel, hit the like button and share it along with your friends. Thank you.